Hello. I've cooked a lot of meals in my career. I trained for 4 years as a home economics teacher, then as a chef in Ballymaloe, and then worked as a chef for a number of years before running these live cookery demos in my kitchen in Dublin or in workplaces. One question I'm often asked is, if you had a young person who was going out to live on their own and starting to cook on their own, is there one dish you would show them to make that they could use? So today I'm going to show you how to make a simple Bolognese. I'll explain why in a minute. First, I'm going to chop the onion evenly. Work on your flat surface. You're going to cut through about 3 or 4 times, but only 90% of the way, so it'll still stay intact at the root. Then we turn and we're going to chop down 5 or 6 times. Again, only 90% of the way. And then you turn and you chop into nice, even pieces. And then you get rid of the root. Just to show you again. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of oil in. So when I'm cooking, I will tend to use a little bit of olive oil. Now, not an extra virgin oil, because you wouldn't heat that, but I use like a pure olive oil, or you could use a rapeseed oil. I'm going to heat the pan there, and then we're going to add in our onions, and then to flavour it, we're also going to add in some garlic. So I have 2 cloves of garlic here. I've kept it really, really simple, this recipe. So you've got your mince, some onions and garlic to flavour it, tomatoes, seasoning, and then I like to add a little bit of this, which I'll speak about in a moment, but it's not essential. So really, you've got about 4 ingredients: onions, garlic, tomatoes, and mince. Bolognese sauce you could put with spaghetti if you wanted. You could put some beans in it and have it a bowl, and some chili, and make it into a bowl of chili. You could put it into your lasagna, make a cheese sauce, and use the lasagna sheets in this. You could top it with mashed potato to make a shepherd's pie. So all of these things, tacos, that's the other thing I know the kids love when I do tacos. So all of these things have come from the one dish, and that's the mince with the onions and garlic, tomatoes, and perhaps something else to add a little bit of flavour. I suggest you buy the best quality that you can afford, and make sure it's local. A little trick that you can do to say cut down on the fat would be to add a little bit of water while you're cooking the onions or garlic. You can do this any time that you're going to be adding in lots of liquid, like the tomatoes and things. And we turn the heat up a little bit when we've added in the meat, so that we will just seal it off on the outsides. Just to explain a little bit about what this is. This is, it's called Bragg liquid aminos. It's the protein from the soybeans and water. It's a really nice depth of flavour, and it gives a really, really good flavour, but it's not essential. You can only buy it in health food shops, but I would add it to this, to a dal, to a stir fry, lots of different things. And I really, we're trying to brown the meat and break it up. Browned. You can then add in your tomatoes, add in a little bit of seasoning, so that's some pepper and salt. I would add in about a tablespoon of this, but that is purely optional. And you can often add in some herbs like oregano. Again, that's optional. So we're going to turn it down now, and we'll leave that simmer for about maybe 10 minutes. And then you have your lovely Bolognese ready. So I suggest you make a big batch, freeze it for another day when you don't have much time. Have it on top of a baked potato with beans and chili as a bowl of chili, with tacos with grated cheese, guacamole and sour cream, or just simply with pasta topped with a little bit of grated parmesan to make a really nice Bolognese sauce. So for the one essential cookery skill that I would say for someone cooking meals for themselves at the beginning would be to make a simple Bolognese like this. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and make sure you're one of the first to get my recipes. Thank you.